Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Monday. I hope you're all doing well. I want to talk about some things here before I begin this reading, okay? And majority of it has to do with just where things are in the energy today and Instagram. Okay, there's a lot of shadow energy, okay? A lot of shadows within us, within the journey, externally, everything that's happening within the world. There's a lot of triggers. It's the holidays. People are also, affected by the holidays, whether that's in their perception, receiving this holiday time in a positive or a negative way, just because things have changed for a lot of people in the way that they're celebrating or in the way that they're connecting, where they are, where they're at on their spiritual journey. So what I want to say today, okay, to all of you is that wherever you are on your journey, whether you're working through your shadow or you're feeling really great, that's awesome. Good. Deal with it. If you're in your shadow, don't stop. Keep going. Get to the end of the tunnel to get to the light. If you're experiencing a wonderful, happy time, fantastic. Be proud of yourself that you've worked through the shadow, but also know that shadows are a part of the journey. It helps us heal. It helps us continue to ascend. Okay. So that being said, there's a lot of shadow energy right now on social media, and it's frankly irritating. Okay. There's a lot of scammers that are out there that have completely just disabled businesses, right? People that do work that I do, that are doing readings or have established a mission through this work and using Instagram as a platform. These scammers that come in and completely impersonate, steal content, and then steal money from people it's happening. It's happening at a massive rate. And I'm sick of it. And so for me personally, I'm all about boundaries. If you know anything about me over the, 3 to 4 years that I've been doing this, I'm all about very healthy boundaries. I'm all about the energy of making sure that I'm filling my cup because I have a big mission that I'm here to accomplish. And so for me, I have made the personal decision to go private on my Instagram. I will definitely be private on my Instagram through the end of this year. Now, whether or not I go public again next year, I don't know, to be determined. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. But right now, I'm private, and I'm not going to be accepting any new followers because it's just too much for me to go through and see if it's a legitimate account, and sometimes people are private, and I totally fully respect that. But just right now, it's just too much. It's too much. I'm trying to give my energy to all of you, to the thousands of people that watch my videos, and give my energy to have these very clear channeled readings. I don't want my energy drained by negative, low vibrational shadow energy. I got my own shadows to deal with, right? We all have our own shadows. And so I'm not interested in going public on Instagram anytime soon. Definitely not for the rest of the year. Now, since I've done that, I also have been posting a lot on Instagram, on here, on my community tab here on YouTube, a lot about the energy of doing the work, about understanding that the twin flame journey is about union of self, very little to do with the other person. Is that other person your twin soul? Critical to your journey? Absolutely, in the sense that they are your mirror, that they are reflecting back your wounds and your areas of healing back to you. That person is your catalyst for your ascension and union of self. That is first and foremost the goal of this journey, is to be your truest version of yourself. And that is what I strive to achieve every day. Stand in my truth, stand in my power, speak my truth unapologetically. And I post that way. So if people are triggered by the truth that I post about, hey, don't sit around and wait for a guy, don't sit around and, sulk and pine. Hey, if you have those emotions, you need to process those, honor them, and purge them. But if you're going to sit year after year after year after year after year, month after month, waiting for a man to get it together or a counterpart to get it together, then you are wasting precious life, precious time on your ascension, on your healing, on your growth. We are 11 days until 2022. I want you to really think about how you have been spending your time on this journey. Think about it this way. If any of you saw that movie with Eddie Murphy, I think it's called like 1,000 Words, right? Basically, he goes to the spiritual retreat to try to give this guru a book deal because he's an agent. And, somewhere spirit intervenes. He's a big talker, right? He's a fast talker. He's a sales guy. Now a tree appears in his backyard and it has X number of leaves. And every time he opens his mouth and says something, a leaf falls. Okay? Think about that like your life. When you were born onto this earth, you get X number of leaves. Okay? Now, in the beginning, we take that for granted, right? We're youthful. We think we're immortal. As we start to grow, we start to understand how precious life is. 11 more days left in this year, people. We're seeing how precious life is, how precious this journey is. Are you using your days, your minutes, your leaves wisely? Or have you been using those leaves that you have gotten in pining, in sorrow, in waiting, in defeat? How have you been spending your leaves? I want you to think about that as we approach the end of this very difficult but very productive 2021. How are you spending your precious time? Now, that triggers people. I've noticed. I had people comment on my Instagram, who I've since removed because guess what? I have every right to do so. When someone comes at me and says, hey, Queen of Light, you negative. I'm not negative. Clearly, that's your projection because you're triggered. You think I should be telling you to wait for someone. You think I should be telling you to, yes, pine, pray, heal, do a ritual for someone. No, that's not my truth. My truth is you are responsible for your own journey. You are responsible for your own healing. You are responsible for your own vibration, your own wounds, your own joy. How are you going to take responsibility for that? Not that Queen of Light wrote something and she said, oh, union is of self, or hey, Queen of Light, you're going private. Are you in your shadow? Well, we all have a shadow. I'll be proud to tell you I have a shadow and I have a light. I'm damn proud of it. I work through it. It's what helps me stand strong in my journey, to stay strong and stand in front of people and do a reading and channel energies of truth. I'm not giving you butterflies and rainbows. Of course, when those energies come out, absolutely we'll give you those. But I speak the truth. And if you like it, great. If you don't, have a great journey. Maybe this is the time where you decide if this channel is for you or it's not. And I wish you all well. But I am a truth teller because I stand in my truth. I am all about my integrity and my honesty. And sometimes people don't like that. And that is your prerogative, your decision. But I'm here for all of you loyal followers and listeners who have been with me for over 4 years. I thank you for your support, for your trust, and I hope that you continue on this journey with me in the truth, into the light, because this channel will not have you stop in the tunnel of shadow. It will help lift you, support you to make it through that shadow into the light again. hence Queen of Light. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to my webpage. I hope you appreciated what I had to say, and if you didn't, that's okay too. Let's get started with the bottom of the deck for the overall energies. 2 of crystals, 6 of swords, and the clover. So what we're really getting here is this energy of balance. When the 2 of crystals comes out, okay, when this card comes out, this is all about balance. It's all about maintaining balance. It's also about imbalance. Okay, 2 of crystals in the traditional tarot is, shows us a picture of the person with the jester, right, who's holding 2 balls and really and has like all this water behind them that's very, very uncertain and choppy, and he's really trying to keep both balls in the air. In this picture, he's on solid ground. He's holding a sphere and he's holding a point, and he's trying to balance, and behind him you have this yin and yang symbol. So both twins are contemplating. Okay, both twins are contemplating. They are weighing the pros and cons of their spiritual connection, of their journey. Should we combine the energies? Should we come together? Should we stay apart? Right? There's an energy of contemplation, of balance being considered at this time, about how to move forward, how to transition to a place where things are much more fortunate, that things are much more happier. Also, how to balance and move out of an energy where we may have been too carefree about our connection, maybe didn't take it as seriously as they should have. So now, what is the overall energy for Divine Feminine? Now we know 2 of crystals. What is she trying to balance out? She's trying to balance out her karma. She's clarified by the Hermit card and the Island. You can't get more solo cards in a deck than this Island card and the Hermit card. So Divine Feminine's overall energy towards Divine Masculine is this energy of karma. This is the card of justice, judgment. So she has come full circle, step by step on her journey, lesson by lesson. She has explored her journey. She's grown from this human experience. And now this is a time where she's evaluating. She's evaluating the karma that was created on this journey, good or bad. Karma is not good, not bad. It is what it is. If you do something good, good will happen. If you do something bad, that's what manifests. It just is what it is. So she's in this part of aligning herself. She's reckoning. She's in this energy of evaluating. Okay, this is about, did we do good in this journey? Did we do bad? Meaning good deeds, bad deeds. How is that going to decide our future and our fate? So what's happening here for Feminine is that as she's looking back on this whole journey with her masculine, she's really taking stock of her lessons. She's trying to clear all the old, get out of the past, and prepare for this leap into the evolution, which would be the World card next, which would be this energy of completing this cycle, forgiving others, forgiving herself. Okay, not just looking at the bond that she has with masculine or herself or the universe or of God, but this is about understanding how she answers to herself and to those connections. She doesn't want to repeat the lessons. So this is about forgiving and honesty, facing herself and her own evaluation of self. And so she is in this energy of the Hermit right now. She's in the energy of really becoming aware, standing on her own, assessing this connection and the karma. Okay? Now, how does this now? Let's drill down further. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress and anxiety that Divine Feminine is feeling about this breakup. Maybe she feels that maybe she's said things to masculine that may have been hurtful. She's experienced hurtful behavior from masculine. And there's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety over the loss, over the breakup, over the ending with masculine. So now, what is her energy? Well, Knight of Pentacles. She's in a period of assessment. She's working hard on her karma. Look, you get it again, Wheel of Fortune. She's working hard on her karma. She's working hard on her destiny. There is this relationship with Divine Masculine. That is her goal. That is her target. But there is the shadow. Didn't I start with the shadow? Lovers and the Devil. A lot of people don't know this. But the Lovers card is the light of the Devil card. The Devil is the shadow of the Lovers card. Here, you have the Lovers, right? They're in the sunlight. They're in union. They're in joy. Here's the Lovers attached to toxicity, to restrictions, to addictions, to obsessions. So what we're really getting here for the energy is she's working really hard in this cycle to close out this cycle of karma. There is a high vibrational divine love connection that is her target. But there are a lot of restrictions, toxicities with Divine Masculine around this union. And so there is this stubbornness and this rigidity that she is dealing with around communication. I just feel like there's no communication right now. It's an energy of, I need to be by myself. He needs to be by himself. He is stuck in a karmic cycle. I'm trying to close out my karma. So we're holding on to our words. Okay. So now where is she going to, what's the next level once she closes this out? Well, look at her. King of Swords, the in-between tarot. King of Swords, Page of Swords. Now when this in-between, by the way, the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Cloud. So let me tell you what that means first as the bottom of the deck, okay? So the Five of Swords is a really tough energy, but it's an in-between stage of the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, which remember, we already got that at the bottom of the deck for this energy here. So in this energy, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, it's a decision to escape, right? It's this energy of everything has been exposed. Anything that needs to have been exposed has been exposed. So this is the bottom of the deck for what's coming. I just feel like lots will be exposed over this coming week. Maybe we'll see things. Maybe we'll hear things. But there is going to be an awakening, a wake-up call to get our heads out of the cloud. Okay? So now for Divine Feminine, how does this wake-up call affect her and where she's headed? King of Swords, Page of Swords. I love this card. The King is the highest card, right? In the tarot hierarchy, right? In the court cards. It's the highest court card. So this is the in-between between the King and the Page. The King is power and authority. The Page is curiosity and self-expression. So what's happening, what's going to happen for Feminine is she is going to use her wisdom and her knowledge that she's acquired through this stage with fresh eyes over the past. She's really going to clear out the past. She knows it's time for her to move on to something new or develop a new skill set. Okay? Plant something new is really what I'm getting. So in her overall energy towards masculine, she's closing out a cycle. She's aware of how this connection has been executed, whether good or bad or indifferent. She understands her own behavior, her masculine's behavior. She's working hard to close out this karma. Her target is to have a high vibrational match, but in her masculine, he is stuck in his shadow. And so right now, there's no movement towards communication or any sort of change. So she wants to just close this out. Where will she morph into after this cycle? She'll learn her lessons. She's going to look at the past with Divine Masculine and her journey with a fresh set of eyes, but with her wisdom. She's leaving her pain behind, but she's taken the lesson. She's taking the knowledge with her into this next cycle. Masculine's energy. Seven of Crystals, Three of Wands, and the Swans. Look, You can't get much more on this unless you have the Hanged Man, which is coming up, about waiting. All of these cards, 7 of Crystals, 3 of Wands, all about waiting, 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 waiting. What did I just say in the beginning? Can't wait. Don't wait for anybody. He's just because masculine is stuck doesn't mean that you need to be. His overall energy is 7 of Crystals. He's done some work, right? He's invested. He's planted some seeds with divine feminine. But now he's sitting there with these crystals. And he's kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? He's contemplating the value of what he's invested. Was there even a point to investing this? Does he admire what he's invested? Is he happy with what he's invested? It just feels like he knows that what he invested was not enough. It hasn't met his expectations. What he has put into this connection has not met his expectations. Hence the 3 of Wands. So he knows in his energy that when he wants to bring in something. The 3 of Wands is again a card of waiting. The 3 of Wands is a card of I'm looking ahead. What do I want to bring in? This is about inspiration. He's waiting for inspiration. He's waiting to have confidence to move towards a new beginning with his twin flame. So this is really about, balancing out his masculine, his feminine, and coming into that union of himself. So this is about growth, creation, renewal. It's about letting the past and difficult experiences dissipate. It's about bringing in strong partnership, right? It's this energy of, transformation even. Look at all these butterflies, transformation. And you see all this yellow, that's courage and confidence. That's a solar plexus. And then we get all of this sacral chakra energy, which is about passion and excitement. So he's in this energy, in his overall energy towards his divine feminine. He's just kind of waiting to reignite his passion. He's waiting to transform. He's waiting to manifest a union with his feminine. So how does this then translate? Look at this, Devil card and wine. There's restriction around him developing. It's almost like he feels like he's fighting himself. He's fighting his addictions. He's fighting his obsession. He's fighting his toxicity. He's fighting karmic cycles. It's hard for him to develop in an environment when he's making choices that don't support his growth. So maybe he's in connections or in situations that are not supporting his growth, supporting his alignment. So what's this all about? Queen of Pentacles. It's divine feminine. He's nurturing his stress. He's nurturing his anxiety. He's feeling loss. There is this exchange that he's just really hiding from. He's hiding in his home. He's hiding behind boundaries that he's created. And then therefore this union gets suspended. This is the 3rd card of suspension, the 3rd card of pause. Because he's hiding his desires. He is aware what he wants. He's aware that he yearns for her. But he's just very much in an energy of stagnancy right now. He's in energy of nurturing his wounds, nurturing his stress, hiding out, just really stopping the union. Even though he secretly desires his feminine. So where is he going to go with this energy after he decides that he doesn't want to sit around in the 3 of Wands, that it's time to come into this union? Remember, he's going to have a wake-up call. What is it? Guess what? It's the Hermit going into the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we had the Hermit here for feminine. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. She's already in it. Now masculine is starting to catch up, which I love. Hermit and the Bear. He's coming into his strength. So where is divine masculine headed? So in this in-between stage of the hermit and the wheel, this is all about stepping very calmly into the unknown, not freaking out about it, not avoiding it. He's calmly stepping in to the unknown. Okay? He's calm. You see here, the hermit is in meditation. And around him are all the next steps. That's the wheel. Remember, the wheel is about change. The wheel moves. So he's getting ready for change. He's getting ready to tap into this energy for change. So there is change coming. But he's got to make the choice from an aware, enlightened perspective and from a place of strength. Okay? Now, where are we at with the connection? So this is how masculine and feminine are feeling. Where are we at with the connection? Seeker of chalices. That is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. That is the, okay, a couple of things. One, looking for love. Seeker. They're seeking the cup. They're looking for the cup, right? The seeker is that page energy, that fresh energy. It's the energy of youth. It's an energy of, we're not still ready. We still need guidance. We're still in the page energy. There's still some immaturity and childishness and innocence here. But guess what? Strength. They're seeking strength and love. So the connection, both masculine and feminine, are connecting with their higher selves for victory. They're seeking love from a place of strength for victory. Feminine's closing out, wanting to step into a new cycle in power. Masculine is at a pause, waiting for his inspiration, which he shall get, and step calmly into the unknown with strength. And here we have strength. Both are seeking strong love. Both are seeking the cup and are working with their higher selves. So now what's the bottom of the deck for how this drills down? Page of Cups, albatross, burden. So this Page of Cups is a burden. We already got that at the right here in the energy. This immaturity, this childishness is a burden. Maybe one or both are feeling regret or shameful about their own display of immaturity. So now let's see how that energy manifests. Here we have High Priestess again. We got that from masculine. There is an awareness that there will be victory. I do feel like deep down feminine knows there will be victory. Masculine is looking for a victory. He is aware of what he desires, but there has been a manifestation by the masculine of deception. Still in the connection. Deception still in the connection. He's still playing smoke and mirrors. And here we have Four of Wands again. It's with masculine here. This union can only happen if they evolve, if they grow, if they ground. Okay? So right now, both are protecting themselves, putting themselves in these bubbles, masculines in waiting, divine feminines in hermit's energy, about this new beginning. Okay? Because no one wants immaturity anymore. We know better. We've grown up. But masculine is still manifesting some deception. So where are we headed in the connection? 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. So when this card comes up, this is the last stand. It's the last stand. It's this energy of we're working really, really hard to become abundant and self-sufficient. We are in this energy of I'm giving this everything I have. I'm going to give this everything I have so I can stand alone. Or stand in my confidence that I know that I've done everything that I can. And this is feminine, Empress card. this really feels to me like she's making the decision that I have done everything I can. I've worked on myself. I've worked on my own healing. I've spoken my piece. I've asked for forgiveness. I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven masculine. I've done everything that I can for this connection. And now it is just up to the universe about what happens. It's up to God. It's up to God. That's the point where she needs to get, or she will get. That this love with him, with masculine, is up to God. But she will do everything that she can for herself and for her journey. And then whether he aligns or not, whether outer union happens or not, she has done all of her work and she is coming into her own union, period, the end. Okay. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenalight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.